Alright, in today's video we're going to be showing a little bit of love to my kayak. Over the years it's kind of gotten run down and abused, and it's time to, well, give it a little makeover. This is my great backdrop. Yeah, this is my great backdrop. Alright, so today I'm going to be starting on a little project I've been ignoring for a while. It involves the outdoors. It's a kayak. And the cool story about this kayak is, it doesn't even really, well, it's not mine. I have a friend of mine, and he kind of let me use it once. And he kind of started getting, you know, we'll say a little bit on the larger side. And he's been kind enough to let me be caretaker and user of it for a while, and it's got some neglect. So shout out to you, friend, for getting me into kayaking in the first place by letting me use this one. And I'm gonna go ahead and get it all fixed up, because I'll be honest, kind of neglected it. Okay, so the kayak brand itself is a Pelican. I think those are pretty standard. There's a lot of those out there. It's a Wave. I think that's the model. You can see the stickers from the sun there. The sun fade overall, and that's kind of one of the things we're dealing with today. You can see the sun's really done a number on like these seat straps, the cordage that's supposed to run down the side to hold your paddles and stuff is bad, so we're gonna go ahead and replace that. Like I said, this cord down here is kind of bad, so we're gonna replace this with paracord the way it should be. Wipe this down. I think I'm gonna see if I can just order a whole new seat off of Amazon. At the very least, I'm gonna, yeah, it looks like I'm gonna have to order a whole new seat. These are stitched in, but the worst case, I can at least get it all cleaned up and see what I can order offline. So for anything I go ahead and use in this video to get it all fixed up, I'll go ahead and put the links down below. I tend to order a lot off Amazon. I think everybody does at this point, with the current state of the world being shut down, not knowing what's open, what's closed. As much as I'm not a fan of, you know, shopping everything online, I like to support local. It's kind of hard to know what's open, what's closed, and so many small businesses have been put out of business at this point in time that I think I'm left with no other choice but to do some online shopping. So I'll hit all those links down below for you guys. Maybe if we find that seat, I've already got that strapping for sure, and go from there. But I'm going after the big problems first. Alright, these are the tools that I use to make this whole process happen, and you can see they're pretty basic, so let's get started. Alright, so I went ahead and decided the best way to replace this stabilizer was going to be using a cutting board from the 99-cent only store, so that's what I did. That's what I had to use, so that's what I went with. Alright, and before I could go ahead and get the new stabilizer installed, I had to get rid of the old one, and that meant a little bit of scraping the old silicone out of there and glue, and well, just cutting that wire and getting it out. Alright, so at this step I'm just test fitting the cutting board material that I chose, making sure it's the right thickness and it's going to fit in there snugly. All right, so at this point, I've decided I'm just going to go ahead and use what's left of the old stabilizer as a template and just simply trace it onto the new cutting board material and cut it out. That's it. Pretty easy. Alright, I was able to just score it with a utility knife a few times and then snap it like you would glass or drywall or, any other material that I can't think of right now. But relatively pretty easy, very basic on the scale of 1 to 10. This is definitely a 1. Alright, so once I got it cut out roughly, I just went on over to my power sander and shaped it up a little bit into the way that I liked it, and that was pretty much it. Really simple, really straightforward. I mean, again, you could do this with hand tools, but I own this tool, so why not use it?
Take this file and just kind of, you can see because we're kind of melting, this isn't really a wood. Just gonna go around and get all that flash off from where it melted with this material. And we're gonna shape it up some, get rid of all that sharp points and make sure it's not dangerous. So just take that whole sharp edge right off of there. And whatever flash is left that it's produced from sanding it on the power sander. I don't know about you, but I'm always been a fan of that sound. Listen, I'm doing work. Work is good for the soul. You see, I just kind of ran up to this line, but I didn't take any more than I needed to. The age-old thing is you can always remove more, but once it's gone forever. You can't add it back. Alright, so this is what we removed. You can see it was pretty dry rotted from the sun. It was back here. It was attached with originally with a piece of paracord. And I guess that somebody made this before, whether it was my friend or someone informed that they made this, they replaced this once before. So I just went ahead and did the same thing. Just found some cutting board material at the 99 cent store. And like I said, when I was testing this, I realized down there were these little bumps, these little buttons, if you will. And I'm hoping that they'll interlock with what I've done there. So if I trace this right, it should go this way. Which means I'm going to trace this opposite the way I want it to. That's alright. Line these up. I don't think this has to be a really precise thing, so probably go ahead and just put it back here somewhere. We'll make the original mark and I might adjust. Yeah, I'm going to do it so it hits right in the middle of this, probably. So this probably going to lock. To be honest, I'm not going to take my time sample. Just do it and get it right on in there. Wow, that may not be the money. That's actually rubber that cut way too easy. So I'm going to go ahead and just call an audible and put my hole right in there, right in the center like that. Again, this is just a fail safe, so your stabilizer doesn't go floating off into the abyss. There we go. And you cut these nice and short because these things are jagged razor blades if you leave these long. And they will cut you wide open. So get in there and make sure you cut them off.
Alright, and there you have it, a new stabilizer for your kayak made from a simple, cheap cutting board. Alright, so this was the paracord I used for this particular project, and while I was there on Amazon, I went ahead and ordered myself this seat. You can see it's also got a little bag for your valuables, so keep things from floating away while you're kayaking. I'm going to give that a try. And I think I had a handle on the front of this kayak, so I went ahead and ordered a couple of those while I was at it.